Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Gives it on the option. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. That's a right ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The run from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the Holy War between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. A 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Turning on the Jets. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. From the gun on 3rd down. Trucks through the defender. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he could block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Parker. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Brave. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Oh, it's a running room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give on the inside. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Got his man in the middle. Touchdown, Utah! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. He's got it down the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Using his feet. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There he goes! Tripped up for the tackle.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Got the quick pass.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
BYU has this offense clicking. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're looking to throw on second and short. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cougars are facing third and inches. Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Retzlaff. Tight end finds a soft spot. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Motion from the back. Calls his own number.
That's a missed opportunity for the defense. An opportunity on fourth down to get off the field, see some of this momentum, give it back to your offense. They just could not bring them down before the sticks.
On first and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's Dampier. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Creates a little space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
They'll try it over the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Wide open downfield. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in a half. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Leaves it with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ryan. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that fourth down and failing to convert there has to sting. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback's scrambling.
It's a seam wide open. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Buys a little time. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Got his man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
On the direct snap, it's Briggs. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Great job by the back on the option.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 17 over Oklahoma. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the toss. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Caught close to the marker, it's Funfire. Oh, a lot of space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in. That is a good sign for this offense.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try the run. There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the... 5 after the 10-yard gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not... Biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. The give on the option. And the Utes will move the sticks.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Takes the easy completion. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Back to pass, it's Dampier. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now they take the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Grabbed over the middle. It's Martin. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. That's caught. It's Bachmeier. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up by 16 over Oklahoma. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Unloads it left. Rolls it in.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. He might want another play. Gonna swing it on second down. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They'll line up to go for 2. He wants to throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Looking for space. It's Bray. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll go to the ground. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. They were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.